We're on the second half of Fins and Things today.
Got a new good-looking 4Runner. Blasting up second half of Fins and Things. Woo! Catching a tire, man.
This is one of the craziest looking trail parts of Fins and Things from the cockpit of your vehicle. I mean, I could not believe the LX got up in stock form. Hello, eat me. You know, they've done a really good job of beefing up the look of the 4Runner. The early 2000s, it got a little too rounded for my taste. It's always been a great vehicle, but I'm glad that it looks tough. If you want to get like something, you know, that doesn't look tough, go drive a Highlander. This is a very difficult and technical portion of the backside of Fins and Things. As you can tell right there, I missed my line. Ready for some metal, boom. You're coming around this blind curve. On the right-hand side is a decent, you know, drop off. Nothing too crazy. And then these rocks on the left-hand side of my vehicle right now are major drops. Like you want to have 35s on something like that. If you watch as I dip down this part of the hill, my running boards are probably as close to dragging as they can get. And I really had to hug the turn, and it's so slippery with the mud.
Smashed a little metal there. Last time I was back here with my buddy Mason and his GX470, his back tire lifted up about 30 inches, so I'm always happy just to get through this part.
Oh look, I have a GoPro. What a great idea until it gets mud on the screen.
We got 3 roses behind us. All right, thanks.
Yes. Here's another one of those shots where it just looks so sweet that you gotta set up a camera on a tripod. And then when you get your footage back the next day, it looks like you're driving up a handicap ramp.
Yeah. Woo, didn't even kiss the running boards.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm just going to the grocery store. I'll be back in a few hours. I love you. The mighty dog and the mighty driver stop to take a leak. You know, we got rocket ship at the local shelter, and I swear I'm gonna start my car because I'm trying to leave them somewhere. Oh man, it's kind of funny. It's also sad. Anyways, when you're there in Moab around January, February, March, make sure you stop by after a good rain or snow so you can get the car a little muddy. Makes the slick rock a lot harder to drive on, a little bit more challenging than usual. It's pretty cool. Okay, if you remember a little bit earlier, that steep slope that I was hugging hard to the right on and I mashed a little metal in it, this is the alternative route. It's way harder. I did not dare try to bring the stock LX down this. So if you watch this rental Jeep, which probably has 35s, possibly even 37s on it, really flexy suspension, no sway bars, and you see how much it's struggling. That's a big drop. That's a big drop. I was not about to try to take the running boards down this thing.
Crunch. It's a rental.
That's right.
If you guys ever come to Moab, you don't want to bring your own vehicle, but you want to have a good time, there's a lot of great Jeep rental places there for about $300 a day.
The scenery is just wild. Can't really describe it, you know, any more than you can see it. But, you know, there's just random canyons and big rocks everywhere. I love Utah. I love the fact that there's so much public land that we can explore, you know. It's just a nice place.
Here's another example of why it's so hard to film off-road. That just looks like a tiny little dip on the way to the grocery store. Alright, so this here is the obstacle that made me probably start feeling a little cocky. Or maybe I was feeling cocky and that's why I tried it. Doesn't look crazy, but look at that angle. Look at those back wheels stuffed. And then it's a little freaky that my back wheels aren't moving when my front wheels are. That's probably some advanced traction control thing, or a possible snapped axle waiting to happen. I don't really know. So I had to go in for a second attempt and do the old Moab bump. of course I didn't get it. Let's see if a third time's a charm.
That was sick! Come here, Rocket. Yeah. Neither one of us pooped our pants. Well, Rocket's not wearing pants. This camera angle doesn't do it justice. Let's not forget having a bone stock LX470 on fins and things in Moab. About to go into a muddy pool. Ah! Shit! Almost lost the dog. Rocket, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come down. Come down. Almost lost the dog. All right. It's all right, buddy. Nosedive. I don't even have this thing paid off yet. I'm a freaking idiot. But hey, we made it. Let's go do a damage check. Trying to see if I cracked the front bumper or not. Definitely, as you can see, full nosedive.
Now, just so you see how super ridiculous that thing was that I just came down, here's a purpose-built rock crawler taking the exact same route. Now, I know he makes that look easy, but imagine that in my bone stock LX470 with running boards.
That's just cheating, man.
First, I've been coming here like 8 years,
Yeah.
and that's the first time I wasn't able to get up, even with lockers on.
Really? Why? What happened yesterday?
It was a combination of wet and sand,
Yeah.
like a mud, like kind of like this,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna do it today. I don't know if it's still like that, but if it is, I'm gonna try warming up the tires.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's cool. That's sweet.
Have you been over this before?
This is as far as I've ever gone. I usually duck out because I run out of time. So I don't know is there something bad coming ahead?
There's, you know, you can go around.
Okay, cool. Yeah. This was me getting a little cocky. But now I know I can do it. I probably won't do it again. I don't want to crack the bumper, you know?
There's no more, I don't think you'll get in any trouble like that.
Okay.
But there's some steep stuff.
Okay.
But you can go around.
You can go around. Okay, cool. Well,
But from now on, it's the most scenic of anywhere in Moab.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's my favorite of all time.
I'll check it out. Thanks for talking. Wow. Look at the tire tracks. As far as you can see, I can see my journey. I had no idea this trail was this long. It's pretty cool.
I realized in the moment of watching this huge rock crawler that the most annoying thing happens over and over again, and it's people being like, "Man, you're not even trying," or "Oh, that was easy for you." And I really felt bad for this one guy who had this Jeep Wrangler JK, probably had 100 grand sunk into it with a Hemi V8, and nobody even noticed because this crazy thing rolled up. America! And here I am. I've survived another day on fins and things, and I'm looking for a beautiful campsite. But I know that the real place I'll end up is in the overflow parking by the porta potty, and I'm okay with that because it's my home. Alright, boys, be a bro, like and subscribe so I can quit my job and make off-road videos the rest of my life.